Welcome back to Mark Your Calendar. I'm your host, Kiana Patterson, and today we are talking about the final chapter for Virginia MOCA on Parks Avenue. It's called the Farewell to Parks Ave. There's a party and a silent auction. It's set to happen on January 10th and 11th, and I have some special guests here. Sherry and Linda are going to talk with me all about it. Thank you, ladies, for stopping by. I know I asked you before we started recording. I'm like, so how are you feeling about leaving Parks Avenue? You said
we're
bittersweet.
excited. It's a bittersweet time for us. But we're very excited. When we got together to talk about the end of our time at 2200 Parks and what we should do, and we thought a celebration weekend last week would be terrific. So we got Friday is the party and silent auction, and Saturday is our community celebration, and then at 4:00 we'll close our doors.
I mean, you guys are excited on the other side of this, so we'll talk about that in a second. But just when you think of the Virginia MOCA on Parks Avenue, what goes through your mind, Sherry? All the memories that you have there? How long have you been with them?
So I've been with them for almost 4 years. And so the building itself holds a lot of memories. And it's beautiful and it's nostalgic and it's the trees and it's the galleries. So yes, it's, as Linda said, it's bittersweet. But the new museum is phenomenal. And what we're going to be able to do there from not only an exhibition standpoint, but an educational standpoint will send ripples through the cultural arts community here in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, when I think back on my time visiting Virginia MOCA, we had our holiday party. Wavy had our holiday party about 10 years ago, and we just had the best time. I remember Anita Blanton went on the stage. She performed for us. Like, it was a whole thing. But that is what I think of first. And then I think of all of the other fashion shows and different events that I've been invited to in this space over the years. And I'm excited for what's next for you guys. So this farewell party, tell me all about it. I see there's a lot of events, within this one event.
Yeah, definitely. We've got six of our favorite caterers are coming. We've got a DJ. We've got a jazz band quartet from Virginia, a student band from Virginia Wesleyan. We've got artists from Where We Meet doing artists talk in the galleries. There'll be a champagne toast, a tarot card reader, a caricature artist, and our special treat that night is really something we've never done before, which is an auction in the back, and guests will be invited to go back into the vault at Virginia MOCA, which we're very excited about. And it'll be really cool for people to kind of see the old space, and then when they come to the new space to see all the opportunities that the new vault will afford us.
When I think of a vault, I'm thinking of like the best of the best, things that are kept away that you guys want to keep sacred and preserved. Is that what people will have a peek at? Okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's really exciting.
Do you want to talk about the auction?
Yes. Okay. So the auction, so we're a non-collecting museum, but before we were accredited in 2010, the best in show from the Boardwalk Art Show always gave us their piece of work. And so that's what is really our collection is about. But because we're non-collecting, we have to deaccession that collection. And that's what the silent auction is. So all the money raised will go to support the Chihuly, which we're taking with us. First question everybody asks, where's the Chihuly going? It's going with us. And so the silent auction is all the best in show artists from years of Boardwalk Art Show. So it's incredibly exciting. A lot of the artists people will recognize because they're local. Some of the works have found new homes, but these are the pieces that we're offering up to the public through this silent auction, so that they can take those memories and give this special art a new home.
I know that the last time Linda was here, we were talking about the Boardwalk Art Show. So that's really cool that one of the items, the best in show, will be on display and on auction.
There'll be over 75 pieces of artwork
Wow.
to bid on at the auction, and anyone with a ticket to the event will get a link to preview the items ahead of time. And it's really special because this is our 70th anniversary of the Boardwalk Art Show. So it all kind of ties together so nicely.
I think that you guys were very intentional about how can we celebrate the end of this chapter as we open a new chapter. Was that intentional on your part?
100%. We really wanted to bring the community along with us, invite them back into the space, the people who've been there for celebrations, the people who have come to the museum and enjoyed the galleries. And we're really inviting the community back on the Saturday night for the party. And that is a ticketed event. It's $25 for a member and $50 for a non-member. But then on Sunday is a community celebration. And we're very excited about that. And that's a free event. And it will be an all ages museum-wide activation, art demonstrations. Again, where we meet artists will be in the galleries, food trucks. Our friends from Doodle Fest will be there. So it's really between Saturday and Sunday, we really felt like it's something for everyone. And really a last weekend to kind of really just have a ball in this space and enjoy it.
Absolutely. A farewell to Parks Ave. When I hear you say the Where We Meet activations and exhibitions, people that don't know about that, can you explain what that is?
Sure. So Where We Meet is our current exhibition on view. It features 77 artists from across Hampton Roads. So Virginia MOCA does two significant or major exhibitions a year. One is locally focused on, a state local artist. The other one is usually a nationally or international artist. So because of the local artistic community kind of built Virginia MOCA from an arts center to an accredited museum, it was very important to the team at Virginia MOCA that we honor that. So we have 77 artists from across Hampton Roads on view. The theme is where we meet, where we love, where we share places. So all very, very central to our community here. We have artists that are new artistic voices that are in the exhibition. And we have an artist that is 101.
Oh.
Her name is Lorraine Fink, and she's an amazing local artist. And she was in our first exhibition at Virginia MOCA, and now she is featured in our last exhibition.
Oh, I just got chills.
So all the artwork in this current exhibition is very special and points to everything Hampton Roads, Virginia Beach, Portsmouth, Chesapeake. I mean, so it's incredible to see. And you recognize things when you walk through it. And you go, I want that piece of art, and I want that piece of art for my house. It's an incredible show, and I encourage everyone, to come visit and see the talent that we have in this area.
I love the title, Where We Meet. Let's meet there, and we'll talk about some really great art from our area. I love that. Well, what's the next chapter? You guys have a new home under construction at Virginia Wesleyan University. You sent me some photos. Let's show some of those. So you guys have been able to design, it looks like, your future home for Virginia MOCA. What an opportunity. Wow.
It's a purpose-built museum. So it's built specifically for us. It'll allow us to bring in exhibitions that we weren't able to before, more gallery space. Our art lab is brought to the forefront in the building, so we're very excited about that. It's a hands-on area of the museum. It's really an exceptional space for us to move into.
I mean, it looks huge. Like looking at the floor to ceiling windows, that was the first thing that I noticed because I love HGTV and all that it teaches me. But I see that. I see how high those walls are. I know you mentioned that gives you guys the opportunity to have some sculptures come in and then just so much space to really just take advantage of and create a new home for you all.
One of the things that the space allows us to do is also expand our educational programming, which is a core element of what Virginia MOCA does. So our, as Linda mentioned, art lab is 20% bigger. Our educational or our studios are 20% bigger. So all designed to not only house bigger exhibitions, but more educational opportunities for the community and for children in this community.
And I'm sure it aligns with the students on the campus of Virginia Wesleyan. I mean, that's an incentive for me to go to that school now because there is Virginia MOCA on the campus. That's awesome. What are you most looking forward to with the new home for you all?
Gosh, so many things. I know that the curators are so excited about bringing the artists in. I think so many of us in the community, it's a new space, and it's really kind of our future. It's very exciting. Like Sherry said, the artists that we can bring in. Our first exhibition will open on April 18th with Nina Chanel Abney, and we're very excited about that. And there's just so much momentum and excitement behind it that it's kind of hard to look back.
Wow, April 18th is going to be here tomorrow. I feel like this year flew by. So yeah, that's really cool. So closing one chapter in January and opening the next in April. Very good. Well, tell me one last time about the Farewell to Parks Avenue. Why should people come out? Is it free? Or what parts are free? What parts cost money?
Sure. On Saturday, January 10th, is our Party and Silent auction. And that ticket is $25 for members and $50 for non-members. And it's really just going to be a spectacular party, a great time to celebrate our location at 2200 Parks Avenue, and just tons of fun. Honestly, lots of surprises and music, and a great party and a great exhibition along with that. And then on Sunday, January 11th, will be our last day open with the exhibition at the museum, and we'll be there from 10 to 4 with a community celebration. And again, I think both of the events on their own are spectacular, kind of fun, something for everyone events. But the idea that they're back is really special.
Yes.
So, and we encourage people, we'll be there both. So we encourage people, different kind of celebrations. One night's a party to toast it all, and then the next will be all activations, like lots of things going on. So all about art. So we're very excited.
And the staff has worked incredibly hard on both these events so that it is very special to whoever attends. And like Linda said, those little surprises, surprise and delight along the way. It's going to be incredible.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for coming on Mark Your Calendar. I hope everyone marks their calendar for January 11th and January 10th. I said that backwards, but January 10th and January 11th. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Welcome back to Mark Your Calendar. I'm your host, Kiana Patterson, and today we're talking about the Freedom 250 dinner. It's set to happen at the Hampton Roads Convention Center, and I'm joined with Victoria and Brian, who both work over at the Convention Center in different parts, but you guys are coming together for this event. So Victoria, tell me about the event. What is the Freedom 250 dinner?
So our leaders at the Hampton Roads Convention Center have a great opportunity to partner with Hampton VA 250 along with Hampton City Schools and the Master Gardeners to create this wonderful event as we step back into 1776 for a cultural event representing our past and present and what we're doing with our future.
So this is literally a 5-course dinner that you can come in and say, hey, I'd like to go through history and try different meals and different items that they once ate on the regular. That is so cool. And I'm sure people who love history and value just the culture in our area would love to learn about that. So Brian, you are the executive chef over at the Hampton Roads Convention Center. Very cool title. What goes through your mind when they came to you and said, hey, we have this great idea? What were you thinking?
I thought it was pretty fun, because I've never done anything like this before. This is definitely a first for us. But the students, they really owned it. We came in and we presented them with the idea and they did the research. So it's a lot of fun, interesting dishes that are going to be presented during this dinner. But yeah.
So tell me about that mentorship and partnership that you guys have with Phoebus High School and their culinary program?
So we about once every other month, about 20 students come to the convention center, and we really just want to instill in these students that there is more out there than just graduating from high school, presenting them with opportunities that they didn't think or know were available to them.
I know some of these pictures are with the students and some are with your staff over at the convention center, but how
Mhm.
rewarding is it for you to kind of see them come in, learn, and have their eyes open to a whole world of different flavors, textures, and things like that?
I mean, it's really fulfilling. These students are very talented. Chef Walker over at Phoebus High School definitely has trained his students up. They know all the culinary terms. Some of them, I hope, are pursuing culinary school after this when they graduate. So it's definitely fulfilling.
I did a story, and I actually went to Phoebus High School and I got to see their classroom, which really looks like
Mhm.
a very high end kitchen.
Yeah.
But they're over there, they're cooking up some good stuff. So that's really cool that they're now able to learn history through that. I guess tell me, what are you most looking forward to with the 250 dinner?
I'm most looking to seeing the students collaborate at the Hampton Convention Center. You know, they've worked for months in Chef Walker's kitchen, but then they're coming into, I guess, a bigger space since we do larger events. So seeing how they collaborate together and work well together to really make this dinner happen, because at the end of the day, the students are going to be cooking the food, plating the food, so it's really just going to be a lot of real world experience for them working in a larger kitchen.
So we talked about the collaboration that you guys have with Phoebus High School and the convention center. Talk with me about how this all came about. How did the Hampton Roads Convention Center end up having this Freedom 250 dinner, Victoria?
Well, we are celebrating our nation's 250th birthday, and this was a great opportunity for us to take a step back and really immerse ourselves in history. I'm really excited about tasting some of the foods and kind of being able to take a step back and get a real experience of what it was like back in that time. Just imagine our building transformed into with props and things from back in those times, music as soon as you walk in, just different feelings and textures that remind you of the cultural experiences during that time. I'm looking forward to seeing some people in their colonial wear, some of the reenactors. I think they're always fun. I'm looking for just the grand experience of what we're looking to host. This is the once in a lifetime experience that we're doing here as it's the 250th birthday of our nation. So, and being that we're doing it in our building and it's such a interesting event that we're hosting for one night, I'm excited to be here and that we're having it.
I think it's so cool that it's happening in Hampton, Virginia, and there's already so much history in Hampton as well. I know that you said that there is a staff member or a board member that brought this idea to you guys. I guess talk me through how that happened.
Yeah, so Miss Samantha Sneed, she's on the board for our Freedom 250 and work with Mary Fougere with Hampton, the city of Hampton to bring this event in. And we're working with our local partners to enhance the event and enhance on our Hampton 250 history as well.
Tell me about the cost. How much does it cost for people to come and enjoy and learn about our history?
So with the cost, you along with your cost, it's $125, but it comes with a full experience, live entertainment, a 5-course meal along with wine pairing. So this will be a 21 and up event, but younger individuals can come. But it'll be a full event for those that can enjoy. It comes with the meal and the live entertainment and lots of other little tidbits that we're going to keep hidden for now. But
I mean,
it's
I
going to be
think
an interesting night. Just an experience of like a live entertainment while you're eating from start to finish.
I mean, the cost is what you would pay for a 5-course meal anywhere. So why not go back in
you break it
history
out, yeah.
and pay for it as well, you know? So that's really cool. I mean, I just think it's such a cool event that you guys have put together, very intentional. And I also think it's ironic that it's happening here in Hampton, you know, with the history that we already have here. So anything else you want people to know about the Freedom 250 dinner? Come out.
It's going to be a good time.
The date and the time. When is it, and how can I stop by?
So the event is going to be on January 16th, 2026. It starts at 6 p.m. with the reception and a dinner bell to start dinner. So like I said, every moment will be immersed into our history and feeling like we were there in 1776.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on Mark Your Calendar. I hope everyone joins you on January 16th.
Thank you.